Mornings are always the beginning of her innocence. That's when she's most beautiful. A time before the world wants anything from her. It's the only time I can still see the old her. Though I can't say I'm the only one who miss her that way. Mornings like this was shared between all of us. When she first started seeing the world as a blurry painting in charcoal, she found me. I showed her the world my way. I showed her the world our way. Back when we saw tricycles, jeepneys, cows, carabaos in the farmlands. Man, that was beautiful. Back when we saw newspaper kites flying in the sky, kids playing in the busy streets. Back when we could see all our families, our relatives. Man, that was beautiful. I still hold on to that last memory of driving away from her childhood home as everyone waved goodbye to her. I saw the plane go up, I saw the plane go down, and that's when we started to slowly drift apart. We didn't see the world my way, we didn't see it her way. We saw it in the red, white and blue and 50 stars way, and I was scared. I saw empty dinner tables, an empty home, an overly worked mom and dad, and I was scared. Then I saw nothing, and I was even more scared because she wanted to see the world the American way, as if forgetting all the beautiful things we grew up seeing back home. She used to tell me she wants to be like the ocean, because no matter how far the wave travels, they always come back. This is me. We used to talk stories, sing songs, and laugh together, sometimes for hours, sometimes for minutes. We used to call her childhood friends, ask how they're doing. We used to call her cousins, ask if they need anything. We used to call her Lolo, her Lola. They would always beg her to come back. I used to love her accent too. She was most beautiful when she spoke her mother tongue. But then one day, she became ashamed of it. I don't know why, but she decided to erase it. I miss her conversations. It's been years since we last called home. She sounds so foreign now. The way she speaks, the way she talks, the things she talks about, they're not as emotional as before, not as fun, not as deep as they used to be. Kumusta na anak ko are the words I always long to hear now. Miss ko na kayong lahat are the words I miss hearing her say. Now all we talk about are vampire movies, shopping, gossip, celebrity, and clothes to wear. Sometimes I wonder, am I still part of the conversation? Or am I just an eavesdropper now? We used to walk hand in hand. I comforted her from the sun and shielded her from the storm. I felt like a parent to her, and every time she held me, my touch would bring her home, back to the places we traveled, when we roam around Manila in all sorts of weather. I felt the sky, I felt the people, I felt the places. I touched the ground, I touched the culture, I hold the memories. I held her close, and I watched her grow. But just like a parent lamb, she's came to the point where she feels like she don't need me anymore. Maybe it's too late for me. I think it is too late for me. But if she would just touch me once again, I'd be more than happy to bring her back home. her like I do. Anyone can see her at a distance. A stranger can see her from a distance. But what's so special about that? To know her scent since she was born means something special. It means we've been close. Though the surrounding changed, she stayed the same. And I've captured every scent we've encountered for her, so she can always have a memory to hold on to. I've captured every scent of every people, of every place, of every food, of every color, of every sky, of every river, of every Luzon, of every Visayas, of every Mindanao. I have them all, so she can always have a memory to hold on to. But what happens when she stops wanting to hold on to them? This is me, left behind, feeling forgotten. Have I become the stranger that can only see her from a distance now? I am her first taste of innocence. I've always thought of myself as a lover, a friend. If you ask me what a perfect day tastes like, I would say her lips. Her lips that whispers to the pearl of the Pacific. Her lips that love to eat. She used to go on adventures, a search for Philippinicity, she would say. But we both knew it was just an excuse to go look for food. She would always bring home food to me, and we would share it. I miss the taste of pinakbet, adobo, malunggay, dinuguan, daing, and tuyo. I miss the taste of kare-kare, suman, taho, and even pandesal. Things of abundance that we took for granted. Well, I took for granted, because we hardly taste them anymore. In fact, we don't taste it at all. She would come home to me with pastas, fries, and burgers, and cornbreads. And I'm not complaining, no, not at all. But sometimes I wish we hadn't forgotten how it tastes like to be at home. She told me she wanted to become an ocean. She has finally become like one. She has traveled and found a new place to settle into. Now all we can do is watch her from far away and hope that someday, maybe someday, her waves would find their way back home.